Hey, I'm back on the screen. So yeah, that video saved perfectly fine. See here, so that's what I generally hear about. So it's 18 minutes and I don't want this to collapse or just go for what it called corrupt and then I lose the entire app. So that's why I would generally split videos like this. Okay, let me move here and then here we are. So now we got all the content from this particular Google Cloud Vision. Now we should put it into chat. But before that, as I said, we're getting multiple bundles output here. So if this is going to run, it'll run 9 times and we don't want to do that, right? So what we can do is we'll add an aggregator over here. If you remember, we had a concept called aggregator iterator. So currently we are getting multiple items over here, multiple bundles, and we want to grab them all together into one thing. So either you can go with something called flow control and array aggregate, but we do not want to make it an array aggregation because this array will be useless after a certain point of time, or let's say in the next module. What we wanted to do is another thing called text aggregate, and you can find that particular thing over here in tools. So click on this and then we can go here. At the bottom you see aggregators, and here we have multiple type of aggregators. Numeric aggregator, these are table aggregator, and then there is something called text aggregate. So click on this and then let's click on source module. Source is like from where we are generating multiple bundles. So this particular module generates multiple bundles, like almost 9. Apart from these first two, they are getting only one file, right? One. So we don't have to aggregate them, but we have to aggregate this. So I'll simply select source module as Google Cloud Vision. Click on this and then it says what do you want to aggregate, what has to come together. So here we can click on text and then we can simply map this text parameter over here. So this text parameter is actually the text which is recognized by Google Cloud Vision. Click save and this whole aggregation thing is built over here. So whatever things comes out, they'll all combine together and will be set back as one text file through text. After that, we're going to add our GPT. So click on this. Here we are with OpenAI. You can just type in OpenAI or GPT or something. It's fine. And then we can choose among these two. One is message and assistant, or we can say create a completion. Now this is not a very complex thing, so we will just go with create a completion. But in case if you want to keep consistency, you want to give more knowledge to the whole model, whole AI, then you can go for message and assistant as well. But for now, I'll just choose create a completion. Click on this and here we are. So we have one whole prompt defined. Let me just grab that in my previous scenario. So actually there was some change and that's how I got this whole perfect. Let's grab this. Let's put it here. We'll have to choose the model. So model is, we will go for the least expensive, which is GPT-4o mini. Select that. Then here we have to put the message. So we'll say you are an assistant, put the content over here. The whole content goes like this and the prompt is given. I already shown you that file, so prompt is already given over here. So I'll just follow that. It says your document analyzer AI. I'll upload a document. Please classify them into two categories. One is bank statement, second is financial document. In case if you wanted to add more things like let's say categorize it into invoices, bills, or a credit card statement or something, it can do that as well. Then the prompt has do a comprehensive analysis like a seasoned financial analyst and advise key points that require my attention. And then we finally said the output should be well structured HTML because we are going to send it like an email to the end user, whoever uploaded these documents. And then it says finally output should return into this kind of a JSON. Now we can what I noticed actually is at times GPT does not follow this assistant thing and then it may not generate this output like this. So here we want two outputs, analysis output and second is classification type, bank statement or finance. So what I can do is I can add another role over here. That role is going to be developer system role and I can put the same text on this one. So now GPT got 2 level instructions. If he forgets over here, then it can all from here. Then obviously we are not bothered about these tokens, so let's get rid of them. Click advanced settings and then we can say response type should be JSON object, JSON should be passed, and then good to go. Save it, right? Perfect. Now after that we are going to run it once again and let's see what kind of output this GPT gives. Choose where to start, choose manually. It's just a test run, otherwise anyway it's going to work on its own. So okay, document came out. It is now being processed in OCR. Done. GPT also did its job. Perfect. Result is blank. Why blank? Because we did not map this output as an input inside GPT. Okay, see here. So we should say at the bottom, here is my file content like this, and simply drag this text over here. That's it, right? That's what you have to do. But anyways, we'll run it again on the actual run. Let's click on add another module, because now we got both the mappings over here, output as the classification type. So we are good to go for this time. Let's add Gmail module, and within Gmail we wanted to have send email. So click on send an email. You already know how to establish Gmail connections, so I should not be repeating that. But for now, let's say I'll just say send this output to something called admin@growstack. You can define your email address, growstack.com, and you can put a subject line as new analysis. Then here we can map the doc name. Where we'll get the doc name? From the first module where we had watch file. So if you click on this watch, if you go to the watch file over here, the first one, you see the file name is here. So I can simply put the file name to the subject line. So each of these files will be different. And then content, we are getting content output from the GPT. Simply map, right? That's it. And finally, after that, this GPT gave us it can give us two type of output. One is it can give us the classification as bank statement or financial document, because we gave it only these two. So let's do apply a filter. What we'll have to do is, actually, once this document is processed, the email is sent. Now in that case, we wanted to classify this particular file into the right folder. Currently it stays into this raw file folder, you can see here. But once it is processed, it should either go to bank statement or it should go to financial. So let's click here. Let's add another module, and here we are going to use router. So click on flow control, click on router, and then over here this route can be the route 1, where we select Google Drive again, and let's scroll down. Okay, see here it says move a file or folder, moves a file or folder to a different location in Google Drive. So click on this, and then we wanted to move this particular file into the new location, either bank statement folder or the financial document folder. So click on this file ID, which file we wanted to move. So the file that we downloaded, or the file that came at the first time to our scenario. This is the file ID. Simply drag drop this file ID, choose the new location. So assuming I consider this route as a bank statement route, so I can simply type in here growth school, then I can type in second level document processing assignment, then I can mark it as go to bank statement folder, right? That's it. And here I can define if my classification type is equal to bank statement, right? And then here we can contains bank statement. This can also be your that. Perfect, done. And the second route is going to be similar way. I can simply clone that. So clone it, put it here. Let's remove this part. We don't have to do the entire configuration again. And here we say the second route should go to not the bank statement but to the financial document. So I see category to financial document. Click save, and here we have to put the filter. So where we say the classification type, I would say contains for now bank statement, but the financial document. And the same thing we can put here as well. Perfect. So this is how our entire automation scenario is being built. It's almost 10 minutes of video now. Let's do a try run and let's see what happens. So let's click run once. We had to choose where to start. Choose manually, and we have a file over here. Click save, run once again. Okay, it's working. GPT is also working with some large data, and then see here the file got classified into bank state. Along with that, we should also get an email. I'm waiting for the email. Perfect, I got the email. Let's open that. And guys, see how cool is this entire thing. It says new analysis, Anand's bank statement, and here is all the details about that particular bank statement. It's classified as bank statement. Key point are a couple of them, and then alongside this we have the whole analysis available. So this is how we can build amazing automations, and I already followed everything over here. So what you have to do simple is, let's go and check Google Drive. Let's open this. See, raw file, nothing is there. If you go back, put on bank statement, we have bank file moved over here, and we got it. So yeah, this is how we are going to work things around, and automation is insane. It can do almost anything for you. So yeah, please try to build this automation. I'll create third video with another approach where we don't have to use Google Cloud Vision OCR. Instead, we can directly work within ChatGPT. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll send you that video as well. Thank you.